Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to Newark Pilots Baseball. This is Mike Ward, broadcasting live online at NewarkPilots.tv, and with special mention to our broadcast partner at Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK. Tonight's game and all home games during the exciting 2015 PGCBL season being brought to you by McDonald's of Wayne County. You're loving it. As always, stick around after the game for tonight's Concord Ford of Newark Player of the Game and for the popular Nichols numbers, featuring the final team numbers and line score. Remember, Nichols numbers are brought to you by Nichols Financial Services in Newark, Waterloo, and Sodus. And tonight's ball game from the fabulous and historic Colburn Park in Newark, New York. And I've got to tell you, right along Route 21 heading east toward Lyons, the ball field not quite ready for play as the lines in the batter's box all being chalked in. And meantime, the umpire's looking on. Home plate umpire tonight is Kevin Doherty. And on the base paths, it'll be Tom Fornarola. So these young guys are out there ready to call the action. And tonight, it's a special night. Tonight is an exhibition game, meaning that the outcome of the game will not count in the standings, and I'll get to the standings in just a little bit as far as the PGCBL is concerned and the hometown Newark Pilots. But the exhibition is an open home date for the Pilots and a chance to play a team that they ordinarily wouldn't face, and also a team that, as fans, it's a team that you don't see all the time, haven't really gotten used to it all because you haven't seen them before. Tonight it's going to be the Capital City Reds. The Reds are not from the capital city of Albany, but in fact the capital city of Ontario province in Canada, from Ottawa. And the Capital City Reds, in their first season in their NABF league, they are traveling throughout primarily the eastern half of New York State. And the reason for that is they need to play a certain number of games with NABF league teams from the eastern side, more toward downstate and in the New York City area, in order to qualify for the NABF College World Series. These are college players, all 22 years of age and under, and in fact not all college players. Some have gone to college but are looking for an opportunity to be drafted and have a shot at professional baseball, but the age limit is 22 and under. So tonight, the Capital City Reds from Ottawa, Canada, are here in Newark, New York, and a chance to take on a Western or upstate New York ball club, and it happens to be the Newark Pilots, so it's a special night for baseball, exhibition baseball. Good to have you on hand at NewarkPilots.com, or if you're in the area, certainly come on out to the ballpark. There are tickets available, great seats still available, but I think it'll be a late arriving crowd, and a walk-up number should be pretty significant. I think the Pilots tonight are not going with their normal starting lineup that they would in a PGCBL game. It's a great opportunity for fans as well as the players on the Pilots to have an opportunity to see new players they don't ordinarily get to see, who are bench players, second, third tier players, as well as the players themselves having an opportunity to get out onto the ball field and play. So I think we could go ahead and cover the starting lineups. Right now, the managers of both ball clubs, for the Pilots, Chris Haynes, and for the Capital City Reds, it is a fellow by the name of Rock Sigui. And Rock, who is of French nationality, is a first-year coach, but he has a lot of coaching experience and a really good guy. Stepped in and was inside local sports this morning on my radio program at 1420 920 WACK. He describes his ball club as a scrappy team. Not dominant with power and not necessarily station to station, but a kind of a gritty, scrappy team that claws for runs. There are 3 American players on the Capital City Reds. All the rest are from Canada, different Canadian provinces, most closely, though, to the Ottawa, Ontario province. And one in particular goes to RIT. And let's see, get his name here for you. He's actually from Oswego. Thomas Dillon played with Will Gorman at RIT. Gorman is going to be, I believe, in the starting lineup for the Pilots tonight. And Dillon is a right-handed pitcher. So he is on the Capital City Reds, a little hometown flavor there. Let's go over the starting lineups. First for Capital City. Nice sunny night, a little breeze, not too warm, just nice for a ball game. Duncan Watt will start things off for Capital City. He's the starting shortstop. Wears number 9, goes to Westminster College in Canada. Batting second, number 14 in center field, Manuel Laflamme. Batting third and catcher, number 20, Jake Halbrick. He goes to Westminster as well. Batting in the cleanup spot, second base, number 10 for Capital City, Austin Marcellus. He goes to Limestone College. Batting fifth at first base, number 15, Connor Fitzgerald. And he actually goes to college west of Buffalo at Jamestown Community College. So a little bit more Western New York flavor. Batting sixth and playing out in left field, number 4, John DeForest from Weatherford Community College. Batting seventh at third base, number 1, Mike Wood. He goes to Jefferson Community College. Batting eighth, number 12, DH tonight is Mac Edwards, Jefferson Community College as well. And batting ninth in right field for the Capital City Reds, it's number 5, Mac Champagne. Their starting pitcher, number 11, is Travis Bigelow. Travis Bigelow is a right-handed pitcher, and according to head coach Rock Seguin, it is his best pitcher. So the big kid Travis Bigelow from SUNY Canton, Ohio, will be starting for the Reds. Now looking at the hometown Newark Pilots, here's their starting lineup tonight. Number 18 at first base, Nick Wegman leads it off from Binghamton U. Batting second in right field, number 6, Anthony Spina. Spina goes to Amherst College in Massachusetts. Batting third, number 26. The DH tonight is Charlie Sobrowski. He is University of Connecticut, Yukon Husky. Batting fourth, catching tonight, number 32, James Bayer from Delta College. Batting fifth, number 21 at third base for the Pilots, it's Corey Lurch from Central Connecticut State. Batting sixth in center field, number 34, Frankie Gregoire. Frankie Gregoire from Marist College. Batting seventh at second base, number 11, Kyle Bartleman from Columbia University. Batting eighth in left field, number 19, Will Gorman, as I mentioned, getting the starting slot in the 8-hole tonight from RIT. Led RIT in home runs and RBIs this past season, and he's got 2 home runs in limited duty for the Pilots so far this season during the summer 2015 PGCBL season. Batting ninth for Newark tonight is number 20, Ryan Lynch. Lynch at shortstop. Lynch also is a Marist College kid. And pitching tonight for the Newark Pilots, number 3, right-hander from Hendrix College in Arkansas. It's Dan Imbro. And now the PA announcing is going on with the starting lineup of Newark running out onto the field in kind of a special fashion. You know, usually the big ball games during the season, in the beginning, at the postseason, you get the announcing of the ball players running out onto the field. Kind of an exciting way to get the game underway. As time is being saved here as the crowd filing in, filling in the stands, I see, down the right field line. And also looks like they are arriving and also filling up the left field line. So things looking well as we get ready for tonight's ball game. Still a few minutes away. Checking the standings in the PGCBL, which will resume for the Pilots tomorrow. They'll be traveling up to Amsterdam. Kind of out of the frying pan, playing Elmira last night, losing a tough 8-6 loss last night. But up to Amsterdam, out of the fire, into the frying pan, or the other way around, as the national anthem is about to be played. And here we go. Sing. Canadian anthem. I think we'll also hear the playing of the United States Star Spangled Banner. You better hear it. It's 4th of July, you know. I mean, come on. If you don't hear it today, what's the sense of ever hearing it? It's Carrie Underwood rendition of our national anthem. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Hopefully it's been enjoyable for you. Memorable, safe, the whole thing. And that will continue. Still another big day ahead. A lot of partying I've noticed driving into the ballpark tonight. So, crowds of cars and driveways. You know who the party family way is, where the big events are being held, that kind of thing. Always one in the family who says, let's have it here. I've got the biggest backyard. So that's what 4th of July, I think, really seems to come down to, is barbecues, the family way, getting together, friends invited over, when they're not necessarily welcome any other time of the year. I kid because I care. So anyway, my name is Mike Ward as we get ready for tonight's first pitch of the ball game. Pilots have taken the field and warm-up tosses. Dan Imbro, the Hendricks College kid. Now, Imbro has been a marvel at the small Hendricks College in Arkansas. Hendricks College actually in I'd say a town about the size of Newark in Arkansas called Conway, Arkansas. And Imbro has really shined. Now, he's only been more of a relief pitcher for the Pilots. He's gotten a couple of starts earlier in the season. So, he's yet to catch fire for the Pilots, but hopefully that'll happen before too much more of the season moves along, you know. Only 50 games in the season. Amsterdam tomorrow night, they lead 20-6, and 6 is their record. But the Pilots in second place, 4 games behind Elmira, as we're ready to go. Dan Imbro, his first pitch, a crack bat, splits in half, out toward the shortstop. Duncan Watt for Capital City grounds out on the broken bat grounder to Nick Wegman at short, who fired over to the first base. Well, actually, Nick Wegman is at first base. Who's at short? Oh, Ryan Lynch is at shortstop. Lynch fielded the ball, threw to Nick Wegman. What's that? So that'll bring up the second hitter for Capital City, Manuel Laflamme. Pitch is high and away for ball one. One out, top half of the first inning. Dan Imbro into the windup. Next pitch. Pitches in at the knees on the inside corner for strike one call. 1 ball and a strike. On deck, Jake Halbrick, and he'll be followed by Austin Marcellus in the cleanup hole. As the next pitch to Laflamme is over for strike 2 call. 1-2 the count. We had 1 down, top of the first here at Colburn Park. Pitch bounces on the plate for ball 2, 2-2. James Bear catching tonight for the Pilots. Apparently he and Michael Lanza splitting time this season, alternating starting roles for the Pilots every other game. Next pitch. There's a bouncing ball hit to Bartleman at short. Or second, and he throws the first in time for out, number 2. So 2 up and 2 down. And Jake Halbrick steps in now, the catcher for the Capital City Reds. Capital City Reds, Canadian team, and right away you can tell this is being taken seriously by both teams. The only difference really for the Pilots is they have players that normally wouldn't be in the starting lineup. So they're getting a chance to show their abilities in a starting role. First pitch by Imbro to Halbrick is over for a strike. Next pitch is swung on the miss on the curve. Change up for strike 2. So the count, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Nobody on base. Imbro into the windup. The 0-2 pitch is bounced foul, as it looked like Halbrick was way out in front on the change-up curveball by Imbro. Number 3. Count is no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. So the 0-2 pitch on the way. That one's outside. Nice pitch by Imbro as he was looking for Halbrick to chase a pitch out of the strike zone. The 1-2 pitch now. Curve change up, and man, he had Halbrick fooled on the pitch, but he held up. But it's a pitch a little outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's where it'll happen on the 2-2 as Imbro works quickly. A nice curveball. Dropped it in, and Halbrick swung on the miss for strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down. A quick first inning for Dan Imbro and the Pilots as the Capital City Reds from Ottawa, Canada go 3 up, 3 down. And after a half inning of play, the Reds nothing and the Pilots coming to bat. You are listening to Hometown Radio. 1420 WACK, and online at NewarkPilots.com.
Somewhere between birth and retirement, life happens. For everything in between, there's Nichols Financial Services. There to help you protect your family with auto, homeowners, recreational vehicle, life, and commercial insurance products. Homegrown and part of your community. They have over 30 years experience. It's never too early to plan, protect, and save. Do it all with the people you can trust. Online at NicholsFinancialServices.com or stop by the office in Newark, Seneca Falls, and Sodus. Great rates, great service for a lifetime.
Magnum Auto Parts of Palmyra is your Napa know-how auto parts store. Whether it's a part for your car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic, Magnum Auto Parts has the part. They also carry parts for your lawn and garden tractor. Magnum Auto Parts also makes hydraulic hoses. Stop in and pick up this month's flyer for specials of the month. Magnum Auto Parts, Route 31, West Palmyra. 315-597-4854. That's 315-597-4854.
And we are back from Colburn Park, Newark, New York. Live baseball on a 4th of July. And just as nice a night as you'd want. Just, you love it when it's not too humid, which it isn't. And it's mild without a lot of wind, which it isn't windy. So this is really a pretty perfect setting for a ball game. Got a hazy sunshine, and that's not bad either. It's not just as sharp and in your eyes as it would be otherwise. So now Capital City into the field. Their top pitcher, according to their head coach, Rock Seguin, is Travis Bigelow. And Bigelow is a big right-hander. Looks like he might... he looks like he's about 6'4" at least, but big kid. Let me check his size here. If it, there we are. Oh, they have him listed as 6 feet. He looks a lot taller than that. Seems to tower over his infielders. All right, here we go. Leadoff hitter for the Pilots is an opposite field. First pitch swing, base hit for Nick Wegman. Left-handed hitter strokes a base hit the opposite way, so the Pilots in business, starting things off here in the bottom half of the first inning with a line base hit in the left. And Anthony Spina now steps in, Pilot right fielder, number 6 right-hander, trying to get his game going now at the plate. He's walked into a little bit of a slump, hitting below 200. And trying to snap out of it. Here's the first pitch to him by Bigelow is outside and a little low for ball 1. Nick Wegman on at first base for the Pilots. Leadoff single, bottom of the first inning. No score, just getting underway. Stretch by Bigelow. Pitches in there for a strike, and there goes Wegman to second base, and he slides under the tag. So he's got himself a stolen base. And in scoring position now for the Newark Pilots, Anthony Spina with a count of one ball and one strike. Nobody out. On deck is Charlie Zabriskie, the DH for the Pilots, and then the catcher James Baer. Next pitch to Spina is a little bit outside. Home plate umpire Kevin Doherty had a little longer look at that one to make sure, but called it a ball. 2-1. Next pitch, that one did catch the corner, almost in the identical location as the previous pitch, but it must have just shaved the outside corner for strike 2 call. 2-2, and Bigelow checks the runner. Nick Wegman at second base, and the pitch. Bouncing ball hit to third base. It'll be fair. Throw across the diamond is in time for the out. Very safe. And looking all over here. So they called him safe at first base, so damn it. Wish I could see through wood. How do I look at that, you know? All right. Runners on the corners with nobody out. And the Pilots have Charlie Zabriskie stepping in, the DH. Spina gets credit for the base hit, an infield hit. close play at first base, but the call was safe. First pitch, strike one call to Zabriskie. On deck, James Bear, followed by Corey Lurch. Pitch is low for a ball as Spina steals second base on the pitch. Low in the strike zone. Hustles down to second base. Surprisingly, the ball was thrown to second base, and Wegman held at third. So he remains. Runners on second and third. 1-1 the count. Pitch is hit in the air to right field. That'll roll to the wall. That's in there for extra bases. 2 runs will score. Zabriskie is on his way to third base. Here comes the throw, and it is not in time as it's a stand-up triple for Charlie Zabriskie. A 2-run stand-up triple, and the Pilots take the lead 2-0.
So, with a runner on third, fans, that brings up next from Clare, Michigan, the catcher, number 32, James Bear.
So nobody out, and talking with the head coach for the Capital City Reds, he describes his team as a scrappy bunch. They have some scrapping to do as they now trail 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. And the Pilots with James Bear step in. Runner on third. First pitch to him outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. He'll be followed by Corey Lurch and Frankie Gregoire for the Pilots. Next pitch cut on and missed by Bear. Chance to pick up an easy RBI standing at third base. Charlie Zabriskie flew around the bases, made it easily. There he comes down the third base line on a wild pitch, and he's in sliding. But no throw as the Pilots now lead 3-0. So the pitch bounces in the dirt between the catcher's legs. Jake Hauerbrick, and by the time he got the ball back by the screen behind home plate, Zabriskie, who's got some good speed, had slid across home plate without a throw being made. So the score now is 3-0. Newark on top, bottom 1. Bear takes up high, ball 3, 3-1. Looks like Bigelow pitching for the Reds, maybe a little shaken down 3 quick runs. Nobody out. Next pitch way outside, ball 4. So he's obviously affected by the big opening inning here for the Newark Pilots.
The third baseman, number 21, Corey Lurch.
Corey Lurch steps in now, the Pilot third baseman. Getting a chance to play third. Normally playing at first base for the Pilots in starting assignments. Tonight he's at third base. And Frankie Gregoire on deck. He's in center. And Kyle Bartleman to follow. Still nobody out. Haven't really had much of a chance to settle into the ball game. And already the Pilots have a 3-0 lead. And still nobody out. So this could turn out to be quite a big inning. 3 hits for the Pilots. First pitch is low for a ball, and there goes the base runner, but he is going to be out by 5-10 feet. He didn't actually even slide as the ball had beat him by a long ways, so it's an easy 2-2-4 on the tag. And Bear, for whatever reason, not running, or maybe someone missed a sign, could have been a sacrifice, was on. Corey Lurch now bounces the next pitch foul down toward the coaching box where manager Chris Haynes picks it up for the Pilots. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 1 away. The base is clear. 3-0. Pilots on top of the Capital City Reds. Pitch is a good fastball on the outside corner, humming along for strike 2 call. 1-2 the count. Bigelow pitching from the stretch now. Bouncing foul ball actually went off the, looked like the shin of Lurch. There's 21, right-handed hitter. All wood bat action. Talked earlier today to starting shortstop for the Pilots, who's not starting tonight. Cody Wiktorski talking about the transition from metal to wood bats, what that's like. Next pitch is outside, ball 2-2-2, one away. And he didn't feel like there was a whole lot of adjustment to do, but it would all be made up in batting practice. There's a line drive, hit to left field, a clean single with one away on the 2-2 pitch to Corey Lurch. So Pilots back in business here at 3-0, first inning. And save for that inopportune attempt at a stolen base by James Bayer, which I believe a sign was missed, because Bayer is not a guy who would necessarily be stealing a base, as he's pretty well, tank slow there as far as running speed is concerned. First pitch to Frankie Gregoire is outside for ball one. Gregoire, the center fielder tonight, starting for the Pilots. Next pitch is fouled back, up and over the crowd and out of play, out into the parking area. So the count now, a ball and a strike. One down. Bigelow checks the runner at first, Corey Lurch. Pitches a fastball. Beats Gregoire at the plate as he swings and misses for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, 3-0 Pilots here in the first. Bigelow into the stretch and the pitch. Little outside, so the count evens up at 2-2. If Gregoire gets hold of the pitch, he can send it a long way. He's got some power, just a freshman this coming fall at Marist College. Pitch is way high and high inside. Flies up over the head of Gregoire, ducking to get out of the way. 3-2, full count now. Kyle Bartleman up waiting on deck, left-handed hitter for the Pilots. Full count pitch is low outside, ball 4, as Lurch was running on the pitch.
With runners on first and second for the Pilots.
And that is the second walk of the inning allowed by Bigelow. So now Kyle Bartleman steps in, second baseman for the Pilots from the left side of the plate. Travis Bigelow with runners on first and second in trouble again, and he, according to his coach, is their team's best pitcher. Right now struggling. First pitch is sliced back and foul over the third base crowd. Strike one. 0-1. Will Gorman, strong, powerful left-handed hitter for the Pilots, on deck. Next pitch, that's in there. Strike 2 call. Good pitch. Wasn't one Bartleman necessarily liked, though it was a strike. So the count is no balls, 2 strikes. Now to shorten up a little on the stick. Protected the plate on the 0-2. Slapped foul. Just about a yard or so wide of third base. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. Don't know what the pitch count is here for Bigelow in the first inning, but it's got to be up close to 25, maybe even a little more than that. Between 25 and 30. Stretch in the pitch. Check swing, and he went around, so that'll be called strike 3. So 2 down now. Pilots have 3 runs across with runners on first and second. Will Gorman steps in, number 19 for the Pilots. This kid can really send the ball on a long ride. Good power. Led his RIT Tiger team. Tied a record for home runs hit by a Tiger with 7 on the season. Pitch is outside, ball 1 to him. First and second. Gorman looking to do more damage here for the Pilots. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Team up by 3, and the pitch. Swings and misses. Good cut at a fastball. So the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men down now. Number 9 hitter Ryan Lynch is on deck. Gorman would love to make sure the Pilots hit around. Quick throw to second base, and diving to get back just in time is Corey Lurch. And he didn't get back by much, just got in under the tag by the shortstop. Duncan Watt of the Capital City Reds. 1-1 pitch on the way is popped high in the air toward left field, and he makes the running catch for out number 3. And that'll retire the side. Gorman just missed it as he got under it a little bit, and that'll do it. But the Pilots come up with 3 runs on 4 hits here in the bottom of the first. We head to the second with the Pilots on top 3-0, and you're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.com.
It's spring loan season at L&B. Time to turn your crash pad into a cash pad. Get a 15-year home equity loan with no closing costs or as low as 3.4% APR. Plus, with L&B, you'll enjoy the hometown advantage. Friendly, personalized service from financial specialists you can trust. Unlock your home's equity today. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
It's all about people.
Some restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Get the best price on lawn and garden supplies at the Walmart Garden Center, Route 31 in Newark. Whether maintaining your lawn and garden or entertaining guests out on the patio, Walmart's selection of lawn and garden equipment has got you covered. You'll find everything you need, including mulch, flowers, better quality plants, and all the gardening tools and accessories you'll need. Walmart's great selection of lawn and garden equipment is tailored to match your needs and won't cost a bundle. Stock up on lawn and garden equipment and supplies at Walmart Supercenter, Route 31 Newark. Walmart, save money, live better.
Should be able to. But it's all throwing.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way of fielding wise.
I mean, if there's a play to play and the catcher drops the ball. Yeah. It counts as an unearned run, but it doesn't go on the scoreboard as an error.
I don't know, Yogi. Check. All right, we are back live for the top half of the second inning here at Colburn Park. Live baseball. Happy 4th of July. Dan Imbro. Second pitch now as we come back a little bit late. Just a pitch behind. 2 balls and no strikes now. Right-hander for the Pilots. Dan Imbro. Big 1-2-3 first inning. Just kind of breezed along in the first inning. There's a good pitch. Fastball over belt high. Cleanup hitter for Capital City. Austin Marcellus at the plate. Left-handed hitter. Pitches a little bit high. Ball 3-1 the count. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the second. Connor Fitzgerald waiting on deck for the Reds. Pop up to shortstop, and waiting for it right there is the shortstop for Newark, Ryan Lynch. So 1 up and 1 away, 4 straight now. Retired by Imbro. As Connor Fitzgerald, first baseman for the Capital City Reds, steps in. And then John DeForest, Reds left fielder, has a turn. Top of the second inning, 3-0 Newark. All Newark's way so far, though we're just underway. Pitch is in there for strike 1 call. Inside corner. Right-handed hitter, Fitzgerald. Wind up in the pitch by Imbro. Cut on and missed. Strike 2. Good pitch. Outside part of the plate. And Fitzgerald fooled on the swing as he looked like he was really reaching on that one. 0-2 now. Imbro works quickly. His 0-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. Pitch was way out of the zone. And Fitzgerald did exactly what Imbro was hoping he would do, certainly where the pitch location was, to chase it, and chase it he did. That would have required, I'd say, a golf bunker size rake. There's a line drive hit out towards center field, and it's a base hit, so it gets through, leaks between second and short, out into center field. First hit of the ball game as John DeForest hits on the first pitch up the middle for a single. First hit of the ball game now for the Capital City Reds. This is the first PGCBL team they've had a chance to play in any exhibition action. They play mostly Eastern New York teams. Capital City, Canadian team. They want to play in the College World Series in Ohio, Canton, Ohio. It's called the NABF College World Series. the North American Baseball Federation, by the way. 1-0 pitch is fouled back behind the screen and well out of play. So the count now 1-1, 2 down. Imbro just breezing along. Seeing eye single is the only hit so far for the Reds. Nice crowd on hand, still filing in. And why not? A lot of baseball to go here on a holiday Saturday. Go to first base by Imbro, and it's wide of the mark. As John DeForest hustles to get back. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Imbro to the belt, and his pitch. And hit in the air to center field. Coming on is the center fielder for Newark, Frankie Gregoire, and he puts it away. So that'll retire this side. There was no runs. Certainly 1 hit and 1 runner left. And that'll end the Capital City Reds' second inning. The score after 1.5 is Newark 3, Capital City nothing. Back with the bottom of the second. You are listening inside to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK online at NewarkPilots.com.
At Tradition Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC and Tradition Chevrolet Buick, we know trust isn't given, it's earned. That's why we will do whatever it takes to earn your trust. You can trust in our tradition of total customer satisfaction and saving you thousands. And now you get more than ever before with the Tradition difference, including our price match guarantee, plus reimbursement for towing, emergency roadside assistance, tire replacement, and so much more. Trust in the Tradition difference today at Tradition Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC and Tradition Chevrolet Buick.
Colburn Automotive Supply, your participating Napa Auto Parts store, is jam-packed with savings. Just $1.99 gets you the Scott Shop Towels on a roll, a 12-ounce bottle of Max Concentrated Injector Cleaner, or a 12-ounce can of Max Carb, Choke, and Throttle Body Cleaner. All just $1.99 each. Plus, Dad would love an Evercraft 30-piece, quarter-inch, and 3/8-inch drive socket set. It's on sale for just $17.99. Stop by Colburn Automotive Supply in Newark or Lyons today.
Back inside Colburn Park live baseball as the Newark Pilots have a 3-0 lead. Bottom of the second inning, Ryan Lynch to lead it off, followed by the top of the pilot order, Nick Wegman, and then Anthony Spina. First pitch to Lynch, swung on a miss. Quick strike. Travis Bigelow, rough first inning as the Pilots picked up 3 runs, 4 hits, left a couple of men on base beside. Pitches fouled at the plate. So quickly, Bigelow looking for a rebound inning as Lynch is down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Usually a second baseman, but utility man can play different positions in the infield. Pitch is fouled down the first base line. Count holds it. No balls, 2 strikes. Normally a relief role player. Lynch getting a starting nod tonight. 0-2 pitch. It's low for ball 1. Bigelow looking for Lynch to reach out and help him out. Swing at a bad pitch. Lynch having none of it. Here's the 1-2. Bouncing ball hit the second base. Nice candy hop there. Quick go to first to get the runner. And there's 1 up and 1 away. Austin Marcellus. Yeah, it's Marcellus over to Connor Fitzgerald for out number 1 here in the second inning. Nick Wegman steps in now, the first baseman tonight for Newark. First time up, he singled, stole second base, and scored the first Pilot run. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Wegman takes a cross at the knees for strike 1 call. Left-handed hitter. Swings and misses, strike 2. So Bigelow seems to have found himself a little comfort zone here. Had a very rough first inning, but here in the second, looks like he's much more in command as Wegman fouls the 0-2 pitch off down the third base side and out of play. Anthony Spina on deck, and then it'll be Charlie Zabriskie. There's a high fly ball hit to left field, and waiting out there is the left fielder, John DeForest. He's got it. So there are 2 up and 2 away. Ball not hit particularly deep. And DeForest had no problem at all. Barely had to move one way or the other, just back maybe a step or two to make that play. So there are 2 down, and here's Spina. Spina singled, infield hit, and he also scored a run. One of those 3 in the first inning. Bigelow has 2 up, 2 down. Pitch by Bigelow to Spina, outside corner for strike. So this inning, compared to the first, Bigelow gets ahead of the hitters, and you see what happens when you start throwing strikes early in the count. Next pitch is low, ball 1, 1-1. Wind up, next pitch. Swung over the top of that one, so Spina now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom second, 3-0, as the shortstop for Capital City comes running out to the mound, Duncan Watt. I don't know what he had to say to Bigelow, but we're here for you, kid, maybe. Next pitch is outside and low. Maybe that was the information. Waste one. He did, but Spina not biting, so the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Bouncing ball. Third baseman comes in clean, throws across to Fitzgerald in time for the out, and it's a 3-up and 3 down inning for Travis Bigelow and the Capital City Reds of Ottawa, Canada. And no runs, nobody left on, certainly no hits. At the end of 2 innings of play, Newark 3, Capital City nothing. We're heading to the 3rd inning here at Colburn Park, and you are listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.tv.
This is your love and reminder to try McDonald's new sirloin 3rd-pound burgers, made with juicy 100% North American sirloin and premium ingredients. But they're only here for a limited time, and if you miss out, you'll never know how incredibly delicious they taste, just like you'll never know how incredible it is to read people's minds. Oh, I'm hungry. Or see the inside of the refrigerator after you shut the door. Oh, dark. Don't miss the sirloin 3rd-pound burgers at McDonald's. Better enjoy this lovin' while it lasts. At participating McDonald's. A fresh brewed sweet tea from McDonald's gives you sweet relief when you need it most. Like when you're on a deadline, and your email keeps dinging, and your work phone keeps ringing, and your cell phone keeps buzzing. But your sweet tea's refreshing, so you're working and smiling and sipping while you're typing and talking and texting all at the same time. Get sweet relief with McDonald's sweet tea. Grab a large for just $1. That's more lovin' for less at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only.
All right, we're back. Getting ready now as the top of the 3rd inning is getting underway. Leading it off for the Ottawa Capital. I keep wanting to call them the Albany, but they are actually from Ottawa, Canada. The Capital City Reds. Dan Imbro on the mound, right-hander for the Pilots. Mac Edwards, the left-handed hitting DH, is up with a count of no balls and a strike. Curveball drops in there for a quick strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Number 9 hitter Max Champagne is on deck, and the top of the order, Duncan Watt. To follow, pitch is sliced, fouled down the 3rd base line, out of play. Count holds at 0-2 as Imbro not only working quickly, but working very effectively. Only 1 hit so far, 1 base runner. The 0-2 pitch on the way, up high for a ball. Little chin music. 1 ball, 2 strikes as he backs Mac Edwards away. Wind up, 1-2, swung on a miss, strike 3. Second, make that the 3rd strikeout. 1 each inning so far for right-hander Dan Imbro, the Hendricks College standout. Down in Arkansas, they play ball most year-round. Get a couple of months in the early part of the year when they do not play. Top of the 3rd. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Max Champagne. Takes on the outside corner for a strike. Quickly, Imbro. Bouncing ball hit to second base. It's Lynch. Make that Bartleman. Bartleman's at second tonight. A couple of guys looking almost identically the way they play the game. Quick throw to first base, and that's out number 2. So 4-3 is the score. 2 up, 2 down. And Duncan Watt steps in. Right-hander. Shortstop for the Capital City Reds. Backs away, but the pitch was over at the knees. Caught quite a bit of the plate. Strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way. High fly ball. That'll get well back out of play over the first base dugout. So Imbro once again ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Every time he gets ahead in the count, he has no problem. He just slices right through the lineup. Next pitch, I think he went. He did. He's out. And that'll retire the side. 4 strikeouts now for Dan Imbro. And the side retired. So no runs, nobody left, no hits. We head to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Newark over the Ottawa Capital City Reds. You're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK online at NewarkPilots.com.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials.
Mark's Pizzeria.
Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at markspizzeria.com. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
One Ford F-Series truck is sold every 42 seconds, and that's how long it takes a new one to get put to work. Right now, Concord Ford has the best deals on all remaining 2014 Ford trucks, including factory rebates of up to $5,750 on Ford F-150s. Test drive the all-new aluminum body 2015 Ford trucks, or if you're hungry for fun, see the head-turning, heart-pounding new Mustang GTs. Available now at Concord Ford, Route 31 in Newark, where you'll always get that nice feeling called confidence.
So I don't know if they can hear that or that's dead. Just nothing. And we are back for the bottom of the third inning here at Colburn Park. Fabulous Colburn Park, just a beautiful baseball field in great condition tonight. Every ball game just so consistently well kept. And the number 3 hitter for the Pilots leads off for Newark, Charlie Zabruski. He wrapped a 3-base hit his last time up, and that plated 2 runs, the first 2 Newark runs. And he came around to score, so he's 1 for 1 with a run score. Next pitch is outside as it rolls back to the screen. Was that a strike? Somebody fell asleep at the wheel there. All right, 2 balls and a strike now. As the next pitch also outside and back to the backstop. Travis Bigelow's gone all the way so far for the Capital City Reds. Pitch on the inside corner, strike 2. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zabriskie, James Bear, and Corey Lurch for the Pilots here in the third. Up by 3-0. Next pitch is low. Again, it gets away from the catcher. He doesn't have as long a reach as you might expect. Connor Fitzgerald, that's Jake Holbrick is the Reds catcher. Pitch is low, ball 4, so Charlie Zabruski works a walk to lead things off here in the bottom of the third inning. Pilots went 3 up and 3 down in the second as Travis Bigelow made a big comeback inning after the rough first inning, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits to the Pilots. But Zabriskie starting it off with a walk as Bigelow pitching wild here, getting behind in the count. First pitch to James Bear, though, is on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Bear right-handed hitter. Zabriskie, good speed at first base, taking a lead. Bigelow checks him, throws over to Fitzgerald at first. Just a courtesy toss. Bigelow now checks again. Pitch almost gets away from the catcher, and there goes Zabriskie down to second base in time for a stolen base. Under the tag as the throw was pretty wild by Halbrick. And so now the Pilots have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Zabriskie down at second base. Count 1-1 on Bear. Big lead at second base. Tap foul. 1-2 the count. Nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. Nice crowd on hand here at Colburn Park tonight. Beautiful night for the game. Pitch. Bouncing ball foul. Rolling down the third baseline out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes on James Bear, the Pilot catcher. Lurch on deck, and then Frankie Gregoire. Bigelow into the stretch. Next pitch. Just a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-2. Nobody out. Bigelow to the belt. Now he's ready. Here we go. Popped up. That'll be out of play, though. So Bear is wasting some nice pitches by Bigelow. Running that pitch count up. But, I would expect in this game, being an exhibition-style game, is what it is, and you might not see either pitcher, regardless of how well they're doing or how poorly, that they're going to be into the game for the whole way anyway. There's a high fly ball hit toward left field, now drifting toward center field. And right there to make the play is Manuel Laflamme for the Capital City Reds. A twisting fly ball that Laflamme made the catch. So that's the first out of the inning. 1 away, and holding at second base is Charlie Zabriskie. Corey Lurch steps in, playing third base tonight for the Pilots. Gregoire on deck. 1 down, bottom of the third, 3-0 Pilots. Stretch by Bigelow is hit in the air against center field. Now the right fielder calling it, and he makes the catch in short right field for out number 2. Max Champagne made that play, so there are 2 down. Leadoff walk. And the stolen base right now. Charlie Zabriskie is feeling mighty lonesome out there at second base. Frankie Gregoire now steps in, and he loops one into center field. Now that gets by the center fielder and rolls to the wall. Zabriskie scores standing, and on his way to third base is Frankie Gregoire, and the throw is high and gets away from the third baseman. And Gregoire is in with a sliding triple. And the RBI, so it's 4-0 Newark. Kyle Bartleman steps in, the left-handed hitter for the Pilots. Commanding now 4-0 lead. Pilots here at home. Taking care of business here against the Canadian Ball Club, the Ottawa Capital City Reds. 2 men out. First pitch to Bartleman is called strike 1. Will Gorman on deck. On at third base, Frankie Gregoire. There's a line drive. That'll get back to the wall. This one in the gap between left and center field. Let's see how many bases this is for Bartleman as he rounds second and flying on to third base for a back-to-back stand-up triples. And the Pilots have a 5-0 lead now. 5-zip back-to-back triples. Very infrequently do you see that happening. You see the back-to-back home runs, the back-to-back doubles, but back-to-back triples, no sir. Not very often at all, and all coming now with 2 men down. Time has been called as they, looks like the second baseman for the Reds, Austin Marcellus, is playing coach as he runs out to talk and try to settle down Travis Bigelow after the triple by Kyle Bartleman. as Gorman loops one into short left field, and coming on is the left fielder, John DeForest, to make the running catch. And again, first pitch hitting by Gorman may not have been the thing to do, but thought he had one he could handle. So that'll retire the side, but the Pilots with 2 outs score two more runs, and at the end of 3 full innings of play, the Pilots lead 5-0 over the Capital City Reds. We'll head to the 4th. You are listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.com.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials.
Mark's Pizzeria.
Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at Mark'sPizzeria.com. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
One Ford F-Series truck is sold every 42 seconds, and that's how long it takes a new one to get put to work. Right now, Concord Ford has the best deals on all remaining 2014 Ford trucks, including factory rebates to $5,750 on Ford F-150s. Test drive the all-new aluminum body 2015 Ford trucks, or if you're hungry for fun, see the head-turning, heart-pounding new Mustang GTs. Available now at Concord Ford, Route 31 in Newark, where you'll always get that nice feeling called confidence.
All right, we're back live as the leadoff hitter for the Reds, Manuel Laflamme, the center fielder, taking the first pitch by Imbro and slapping it to the second baseman for the Pilots, Kyle Bartleman, who throws to first base. Bartleman made a nice play to keep it from going into right field for a hit, so it's 1 up and 1 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Jake Halbrick, the right-handed hitting catcher for the Reds, takes in there for strike 1 call. Next pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. With 1 man down, next pitch by Imbro is hit in the air to right field. This is well hit, and it's going to go over the head of Anthony Spina and roll to the wall. Picks it up. It's going to be a stand-up double as Spina hustles the ball back into the infield. So the first extra base hit for the Reds, only their second hit of this ball game. With 1 away, Jake Halbrick wraps a double into the right center field wall, and that'll bring up Austin Marcellus, the cleanup hitter for the Reds. Connor Fitzgerald will be on deck, and then John DeForest. With 1 down, Marcellus in the second popped out to the shortstop. So Imbro now with a 5-0 cushion here in the top of the 4th inning with only 1 away. Comes to the belt, checks the runner, and the pitch. Hit toward right field. Spina. Foul ball. And Spina let the ball drift foul and out of play. My goodness. Now the Reds hitter Marcellus decides the bat is worthless. It's just a worthless piece of wood at this point. Felt like there was a crack in it, and that just won't do. So now he's ready to go. Count of no balls and a strike. Imbro into the stretch. Ground ball hit like a bullet up the middle, and a nice play by Ryan Lynch at short. And he wheels and throws on to Nick Wegman at first for the out. Big second out. Trying to keep the Reds off the board and the shutout alive. Halbrick heads to third base, but with 2 men out. Imbro will try to keep the shutout alive. Here's Connor Fitzgerald, right-handed hitter for the Reds. First baseman swings and misses. Strike 1. John DeForest, left fielder on deck. Dan Imbro comes set. looking to keep the Reds off the board. The ball, it bounces at the plate, gets away from Bear, and coming in to score the first Reds run is Jake Halbrick on the wild pitch. So, with 2 men down, bases clear, Imbro can relax. That shutout is Gonski. 5-1 is the count now here in the fourth. Settle down and let's get the out. Count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Imbro back into the windup. And his pitch. Tight with a fastball. So he backs Connor away. Fitzgerald now, 2 balls and a strike on him. Next pitch on the way. A ball hit right back up the middle and through for a base hit. So with 2 outs, the Capital City Reds have a base runner at first base, and left fielder John DeForest steps in. Now either Imbro is maybe too relaxed, too maybe overly confident from the 3 innings he's pitched already, or possibly not used to going into the fourth. And then there's the third possibility that the second time through the lineup, the Capital City Red players are more familiar with his pitch sequence and the different speeds and so on. Next pitch is hit on the ground slowly. Lynch fires the first in time for out number 3, so Imbro pitches his way out of further damage. But for the Capital City Reds, they pick up 1 run, their first run of the ball game. They had 2 base hits, 1 runner left, and at the end of 3.5, 5-1, Newark leads the Ottawa Capital City Reds, and you're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420, WACK online at NewarkPilots.com.
From the restaurant you finally opened, to the fleet of tractor trailers that put food on the table, and the home that you live in, there are many things in life worth protecting. At Market Alternatives, we offer personal and commercial insurance as well as risk management services, so you can feel confident protecting everything that you love. With over 39 years of experience and access to just about any insurance carrier, Market Alternatives is a hometown agency with nationwide capabilities that can insure just about anything you can imagine. Our policies are written specifically for you, so you're getting the customized coverage you need without any additional costs.
We've been with Market Alternatives for 20 years. They handle our insurance for our truck fleet. They're very prompt in getting back to me. I would strongly recommend them to anyone that is looking for insurance needs.
Request a quote online or call us today at Market Alternatives, striving to meet the changing needs of our customers.
Call Larry DePaul at Market Alternatives 331-3401.
And we are back now for the bottom of the 4th inning here from Colburn Park. Live baseball, 5-1 hometown team leading. Exhibition contest against the Ottawa Capital City Reds. And the first pitch here to Ryan Lynch, number 9 hitter for the Pilots, is outside and high, ball 1. Top of the order, Nick Wegman and Anthony Spina, followed by Charlie Zabriskie. To follow, next pitch, low, ball 2. Travis Bigelow on the mound for the Reds. Head coach says favorite pitcher, best pitcher. So far, best hasn't been very good. A little looping ground ball hit to second base, and just in time to get Lynch, who's got good speed, running down the line. Austin Marcellus made a hustling play to get Lynch at first. So 1 up and 1 down. Nick Wegman steps in, the first baseman tonight, left-handed hitter for the Pilots. Number 18, top of the order. Pitch to him, cross, middle part of the plate for strike 1. 0-1 the count Spina on deck. Next pitch on the way. Inside and low for a ball. Ball 1, strike 1. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wind up in the pitch by Bigelow. He is fouled away back on the screen for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wegman digs in at the plate now as Bigelow gets his sign. Comes to the windup and the pitch is hit in the air towards center field. A clean base hit. Drops in front of the center fielder for the Reds, Manuel Laflamme. So a 1-out single for Wegman. And that's his second hit of the ball game. Singleton scored the first run of the ball game in the first. He flied the left fielder in the second, and now a base hit. So Wegman on at first base, and here's Anthony Spina. Spina 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. He singled, scored in the first, rounded out 5-4 his last time up. Pitch is swung and then missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Pilots with a runner on first base, looking to add more runs. Up by 4, 5-1, and chasing down to second base without a throw is Wegman. So he's in there with a stolen base. Jake Halbrick couldn't get the ball out of his hand as he wound up to throw it. Just quasied on him and fell off onto the ground. So that allowed Wegman to get into second base without a throw. Scoring position. Next pitch is fouled away down the first base line. Out of play. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Anthony Spina. Just turned 20 years old yesterday. Got his family here from the Brooklyn, New York area. His dad before the game, out on the field, snapping pictures. Proud dad. Understands so much. Here's a bouncing foul at the plate. Really can't get enough pictures. Sometimes the kid doesn't want to accommodate. But Anthony Spina's not one of those kids. He's glad to show his dad whatever he's got, whatever talent he has. 0-2 is the count on him. Next pitch. Ground ball hit to the shortstop for the Reds. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Close play at first. Duncan Watt to Connor Fitzgerald if you're scoring. That'll be a 6-3 score. Charlie Sobrowski steps in, the DH. Tonight he's tripled, knocked in 2, scored a run in the first, and then he walked, stole second, scored a run in the 3rd inning. So he is 1 for 1 tonight with 2 runs scored, and time has been called as the Reds are making a pitching change. Travis Bigelow comes out of the ball game. He goes 3 2/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, and let's see now, he walked quite a few. Well, let's not get carried away. Walked 1, 2, 3. Well, in 3 2/3, he walked 3. And he struck out just 1 Pilot batter in that time. So, who's the new pitcher? Tom Dillon is on to pitch for the Reds, and why not? Tom Dillon comes sidearm. He's a teammate of Will Gorman on the Pilots. Both go to RIT in Rochester. And Dillon was picked up late by the Ottawa Reds, the Capital City Reds, to bolster their pitching department. So he brings in a solid right-handed middle reliever, and that may move, that may change. He may move up in the into the starting rotation as they head toward the NABF World Series. So, and while he's warming up, we I guess we could have taken a break, but we'll hold off on that. Number 23 is the number Dylan wears as he's ready to go now. And stepping in there to take his licks at the plate is Charlie Zabriskie, the DH for the Pilots tonight. As I mentioned, 1 out of 1 tonight. He's had a big game, actually. A couple of runs, 2 RBI, a triple, and a walk. Pitched by Dylan. Good fastball in there for strike one call. Pilots have a base runner. Nick Wegman on at second base. He singled and stole second. Next pitch to Zabriskie is a little bit high for ball one. 1 ball and a strike. Dylan here in a more or less familiar place. Newark, New York. He's from Oswego. There's a line drive, and it's well hit way back and over the wall in right center field. It's a home run. Charlie Zabriskie has just gone yard and put the Pilots up by a 7-1 count as he hit that ball a long way. I'd have to say a good 385, maybe 390. So Zabriskie, he's got the 2 toughest hits in that cycle. If he were to play all the way, he's got the home run and triple. The double and single should be relatively easy. But it's another couple of RBIs, 4 RBI in the night. He's working his way toward the Concord Ford player of the game without a doubt. Although Imbro has pitched well. And the cleanup hitter, James Bear, is now at the plate with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. So Dylan greeted with a 2-run bomb. 7-1, bottom of the 4th. High bouncing ball, hit toward short. The throw over is in time for out number 3. But once again, the Pilots pick up runs. They get 2 runs this time on 2 hits. The big hit, the 2-run home run by the DH Charlie Zabriskie. And at the end of 4 innings of play, the Newark Pilots 7 and the Ottawa Capital City Reds 1. We're heading to the 5th. You're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK online at NewarkPilots.tv.
What's the hometown advantage? A better banking experience. Banking doesn't have to feel like a hassle. At LNB, you get friendly, personalized service from local financial experts you know and trust. Plus, the convenience of LNB's online and mobile banking means you can bank anywhere, anytime. Bank with LNB and discover your hometown advantage. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
Wearing number 2.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at markspizzeria.com. Pizza, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more. Make it
played it already.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply
people are getting upset.
331-4974.
What the hell is this shit? All right, we are back live here at Colburn Park. Live and up close, and just a great ball game here at a holiday. 7-1, the Pilots, the home team on top. And making it look rather easy, the Pilots have a new catcher coming in for James Bear is, make sure I get this right, Cooper Bellier. Where's number 2 from Ithaca? And a high pop fly hit out toward right center field. That'll be an easy can of corn. Mike Wood, the third baseman, hitting it out to, I think it was Anthony Spina who made the catch. For out number 1 here in the top half of the 5th inning. And Mac Edwards, the DH. Dan Imbro has gone all the way for the Pilots. Probably his last inning as they have been warming a pitcher in the bullpen. And the pitch gets a piece of the home plate umpire, Kevin Doherty, as he squats down. Says he's okay. He just needs a little time to regather his physicality. So that one looked like it caught a piece of the umpire. That will require a little walking off time. So base umpire is kicking off the dirt at first base, whatever it takes to kill a little time. And the coach talking to the DH. So it's all common respect here, common courtesy. It's called baseball courtesy. Goes without saying, without a rule. 1 ball, no strikes to count with 1 down. Dan Imbro into the windup. We're ready to go. Line drive, and it will hug the line fair and roll down the corner. Picked up by the left fielder for the Pilots. And he gets it in quickly. Will Gorman
Next to the Reds, the right fielder.
got over there in a hurry, but not before Mac Edwards got into second base with a double. So with 1 away, the Cap City Reds with a base runner on at second base and their number 9 hitter and right fielder Max Champagne. The right-handed hitter steps in. 7-1. Pilots commanding lead here in the top of the 5th inning with 1 man out. Dan Imbro comes to the belt. He's set. Pitch is popped up. And first baseman Nick Wegman calling and making the catch behind first base for out number 2. So a little favor done there as Champagne swung at a pitch that probably would have been called a ball. So they're 2 men down, and they go now to the top of the order. The Reds with Duncan Watt, their shortstop. 2 down, runner on second base. Dan Imbro has given up 4 hits and only 1 run. Cue shot off the end of the bat, fouled at the Pilot dugout for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. 2 down now. I'm guessing this will be Dan Imbro's last inning, and they will bring someone in to face the Reds in the top half of the 6th. Stretched by Imbro. Next pitch is high, gets away from the catcher, and Cooper Bellier's throw to third base is not in time. Not in time. Oh my goodness gracious, it looked like he had the ball there in time. A heck of a throw by Bellier. Threw it from his knees, and it was right on the spot.
2-1, 2 outs.
Third baseman Corey Lurch had the tag there. I thought it was, I thought he was out, but what the heck. All right, so a runner on at third base. Count is 2 balls and a strike with 2 men down. And the stretch by Imbro. His next pitch is fouled away. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now they got the little cat calling out there. I don't know if they have the right count, but I believe it's 2-2. And that would send the count to 3-2 as Imbro's next pitch is a curveball well outside. So full count, 3-2. Imbro checks the runner. He's ready to go. Here we come. The 3-2 is hit toward right field, and it's in for a base hit. So trotting home with the second red run is Mac Edwards. So that wild pitch came back to hurt Imbro. 7-2 the score now as leadoff hitter Duncan Watt gets credit for the base hit. 1 out of 3 tonight. That'll bring up center fielder Manuel Laflamme. Laflamme is grounded out twice to the second baseman. Left-handed hitter. Runner on first with 2 down, and Imbro into the windup. Or the stretch, actually. It's in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to count. 7-2, Pilots on top here in the 5th. Imbro taking a long look. At Watt. Next pitch is in there. Strike 2. 0-2. Watt can run. He's got good speed, but down by 5 runs. I don't think he necessarily is going anywhere. Pitch is up high. Ball 1. Waste pitch. I really wouldn't think with a 7-2 lead he'd be going anywhere, do you? I mean, with the Pilots up. Anyway, bouncing foul at the plate. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck for the Capital City Reds is Jake Halbrick. Then the cleanup hitter. Imbro doesn't want it to go that far. He wants to get it done right here with 2 men down. 1-2 the count. His stretch and his pitch. Sliced foul. Back behind the plate. Count remains 1-2. Early in the game, these pitches were being missed by the Red hitters. But the second and even third time through the lineup now, they've caught on to Imbro's best stuff. They've seen everything he's got. And next pitch is close, but outside. Ball 2-2. As the crowd just getting warm now. Getting into this a little bit. They didn't like the call. 2-2, 2 down. Next pitch. High outside, throw down to second base. As Duncan Watt is safe on a 2-out steal of second base. So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. As decides he's going to test the arm of Bellier. Bellier hasn't played for the Pilots. This is his first action as a Pilot. Getting some exhibition game action in there. Time has been called as the hitter. LaFlamme taking a little time at the plate, getting himself ready. This game has got a ways to go. 5-run lead, but a lot of ball game left, so you can't get overly confident yet. Not yet, anyway. Here's a line drive, hit to right field, and it is caught out near the wall by Anthony Spina. And he had to go a ways to flag that ball down and avoid any further damage. So a 2-out, nice catch out in right field by Spina to retire the side. Another run is in for the Capital City Reds in the 5th. They have a base runner left on, 2 hits. And at the end of 4.5, it's the Pilots 7, Capital City 2. Capital City 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and you're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.tv.
From the restaurant you finally opened, to the fleet of tractor trailers that put food on the table, and the home that you live in, there are many things in life worth protecting. At Market Alternatives, we offer personal and commercial insurance as well as risk management services, so you can feel confident protecting everything that you love. With over 39 years of experience and access to just about any insurance carrier, Market Alternatives is a hometown agency with nationwide capabilities that can insure just about anything you can imagine. Our policies are written specifically for you, so you're getting the customized coverage you need without any additional costs.
We've been with Market Alternatives for 20 years. They handle our insurance for our truck fleet. They're very prompt in getting back to me. I would strongly recommend them to anyone that is looking for insurance needs.
Request a quote online or call us today at Market Alternatives, striving to meet the changing needs of our customers.
Call Larry DePaul at Market Alternatives 331-34.
The third baseman, number 21.
And we are back live here at Colburn Park on a beautiful night, a gorgeous sunset. And happy 4th of July, safe and well, memorable to all, as the Pilots lead off the bottom of the 5th with Corey Lurch. And he takes a pitch over for a strike. Lurch is 1 for 2 tonight, double in the first. And he is also flying out to right. Next pitch is in for strike 2. Quick 0-2. Thomas Dillon, RIT ball player. Next pitch is low and inside. That's ball 1. 1-2 the count. So it'll be Corey Lurch, Frankie Gregoire, and then Kyle Bartleman. And he gets hit. So with the count heavily in Dillon's favor, his next pitch catches a piece of Corey Lurch. So a hit batter leads things off for the Pilots here, the bottom of the 5th inning. Frankie Gregoire, who wrapped a long triple his last time up, knocked in a run. He walked in the first, so he's 1 for 1. Also scored a run. Pitch is low for ball 1. Nice pitch, but out of the zone. Thomas Dillon with a runner on first. The stretch of the pitch. That's in there for call strike 1. As it found the outside corner. So the count now, 1 ball and a strike. On deck is Kyle Bartleman and then Will Gorman. Dillon's pitch, line into right field, but foul. Ball was scalded, but it twisted foul. Gregoire had a chance there for 2 bases. As he lined it foul, but went right with the pitch nicely. Count is 1-2. Corey Lurch on at first for the Pilots. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning, 7-2. Pilots lead. Pitch is low. Ball 2, 2-2. Gregoire wears number 34, playing in the outfield. Tonight in center field. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swings and misses. Strike 3 out in front. Of a nice change of pace by Tom Dillon. Dillon's first strikeout.
Second baseman, number 11. Kyle Bartleman.
So there is 1 away. Kyle Bartleman steps in now for the Pilots. Left-handed hitter. Bartleman struck out in the first. He tripled and knocked in a run his last time up. First pitch. Foul back on the screen. Kyle Bartleman, the second baseman for the Pilots. It's from the left side. 0-1 the count. 1 down here in the 5th. Pitches high, gets away from the catcher. As Corey Lurch just strolls in a way down to second base. Jake Halbrook went off his glove. That would have to be considered a pass ball, I would think. Letting Corey Lurch to second base. So Dillon now with the runner in scoring position. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bartleman with Will Gorman, another lefty on deck. And then number 9 hitter Ryan Lynch to follow. 1-2 is hit foul over the third base dugout, over the crowd into the parking area. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Home plate umpire Kevin Doherty picking up a fresh supply of baseballs. Tom Dillon into the stretch. 1-2 is high and again off the glove of Halbrook. He's had a rough night behind home plate, all right. Having trouble handling the ball. A hot potato for him tonight. So now the count is 2-2 with a runner aboard third base. Another pass ball, allowing Lurch to get to third base. Bartleman 2-2 on him. Stretch by Dillon. Pitches foul away back on the screen as Bartleman had one, but he just got under it. Just looking to time Dillon. And put another run across the board. 7-2, Newark leading here in the 5th. Dillon comes set, the pitch, line softly to the second baseman, Marcellus, for the Reds, and he puts his glove on it, squeezes it. Route number 2. Now here's Will Gorman, the left fielder for the Pilots. Will has been up twice, just missing it each time, getting under the pitch. Popped out to the third baseman, then flied out to the left fielder. First pitch is out of the strike zone for ball one. 2 men down now. Runner aboard third. Corey Lurch. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. Marcellus up with it. Throws to first. Safe. He beats it out as Gorman's got really good speed. Surprising speed for a big man. And Marcellus made a nice play on it, but maybe took just a bit too much time throwing it over to Fitzgerald at first base for the Reds. And that'll go as an infield hit, then an RBI for Gorman. And the Pilots take another run, put it up on the board, and lead 8-2. Here's Ryan Lynch, number 9 hitter for the Pilots. Takes a strike. Lynch is grounded twice to the second baseman, 4-3 both times, 0 for 2 tonight. Top of the order on deck. Gorman leads at first base. He's got good speed, so I would say he's a threat to go at some point in time. Now his teammate at RIT, Tom Dillon, is out on the mound. Interesting scenario here as Gorman takes a lead. He takes a step towards second, but isn't going anywhere. So the count is 2 balls and a strike. With an 8-2 lead, stealing a base at this point might be a little bit of an overly grand gesture. A ground ball, nice candied hop to the second baseman Marcellus as he flips to Duncan Watt at second base for the force on Gorman to retire the side, but the Pilots pick up another run. And at the end of 5, they lead the Ottawa Capital City Reds 8-2. We head to the 6th. And you're listening online to Hometown Radio at 1420 WACK at NewarkPilots.com.
Somewhere between birth and retirement, life happens. For everything in between, there's Nichols Financial Services. There to help you protect your family with auto, homeowners, recreational vehicle, life and commercial insurance products. Homegrown and part of your community. They have over 30 years experience. It's never too early to plan, protect, and save. Do it all with the people you can trust. Online at NicholsFinancialServices.com or stop by the office in Newark, Seneca Falls, and Sodus. Great rates, great service for a lifetime.
Magnum Auto Parts in Palmyra is your Napa Know-How Auto Parts store. Whether it's a part for your car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic, Magnum Auto Parts has the part. They also carry parts for your lawn and garden tractor. Magnum Auto Parts also makes hydraulic hoses. Stop in and pick up this month's flyer for specials of the month. Magnum Auto Parts from 31 West Palmyra. 315-597-4854. That's 315-597-4854.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Carlos. I'm not going to see him playing the game. Leslie? Cooper. Coop. Or Chase, whatever your name is. Is that Carlos? Zoom in on it.
Number 7?
Yeah, but he hasn't played yet this year. I don't know if that's him.
I don't even know who Carlos is.
Yeah, who's the pitcher?
Carlos Garcia.
Hello, Carlos Garcia. We are back live here at Colburn Park. Just a little bit more sun. At red ball is the sunshine.
Number 20, the catcher.
What is that saying? Red light at night, sailor's delight, something like that. I'm way off probably, right? Sun in the morning, sailor be warned. I don't know. Anyway, it's a fun night here at the ballpark. 8-2. Newark Pilots, hometown team on top of the Canadian team. Here for a little ride at Colburn Park, and a bumpy one it's been. They trail 8-2. The Capital City Reds. Count of, 1 ball, no strikes. As Carlos Garcia has come on in relief for Dan Imbro. I'll give you his line in a moment. Jake Hulbrick, the catcher for the Reds. Let's see if he went around. They say he did. So that'll be a strike. 2 balls and a strike is the count. Right-hander, Carlos Garcia. Looks like he likes to throw hard indeed, as he hits Halbrick between his 2 and 0 on the back of his uniform. And so a leadoff hit batter as Halbrick has got a double and 2 times up. Struck out in the first, now on with a hit batter. Trailing by 6 runs, leadoff the man on base, Austin Marcellus now, the second baseman, and Connor Fitzgerald. Marcellus hits left. Garcia comes to the belt. Pitch is low for a ball. Carlos Garcia wears number 7. Checks the base runner. His pitch is hit on the ground. Garcia has it, decides to go to first for the sure out to get Marcellus 1-3, and on the fielder's choice, because I think he might have had a chance to get Halbrick at second base if he desired to do so. Halbrick is on at second base on the fielder's choice. So 1 away, and here's Connor Fitzgerald, right-handed hitter. John DeForest on deck for the Reds. Down by 6, 8-2. 1 away here in the top half of the 6th inning. Garcia comes to the belt. His pitch, that's low, outside, ball 1, 1-0. Carlos Garcia for the Pilots. Checks the base runner. Comes in low again. Ball 2, 2-0. Two-0 count. Top of the 6th. 1 down. Low again. Gets away just for a moment as Cooper Bellier picks it up. No advance by the base runner. Halbrick not a speedy runner, but he's got halfway good speed. Decides to not take any chances here with his team down by 6 runs. Count is 3 balls, no strikes. Let's see if he'll be taking all the way down by 6 runs. Outside, low ball 4, so on 4 straight, Garcia walks Connor Fitzgerald. So the Capital City Reds now with a chance to make the score a little bit closer with runners on first and second and only 1 away. Bellier goes out to have a word with Garcia. How about it, guy? We're up by 6. Big lead. How about just throwing strikes here? Let's not get too fine. You got men behind you. We're all ready to get into this game. Let's not be fascist about it. First pitch is in there for a strike. So quickly, Garcia heeds the words of Cooper Bellier and fires a strike. So he's in front on the count, 0-1. Now again, low. So he's got a wild eye for pitching low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. 2 runs, 5 hits so far for the Reds. 8 runs, 9 for the Pilots. Garcia, next pitch, inside, ball 2, 2-1. This guy does not look like a pitcher. His mechanics are so fouled up. I mean, they really are, man. All right, we've got 2 balls and a strike. Garcia checks the base runner. His next pitch popped up. Let's see now, the center fielder. No, it's the second baseman who's got the room. And it's Kyle Bartleman who puts it away for out number 2. So John DeForest, the left fielder for the Reds, pops out. 1 for 3 tonight. And here's Mike Wood, the third baseman. On the right side, runners on first and second. Garcia in relief of Dan Embro. Pitch by Garcia, high and outside for ball one. 1-0. Imbro's line, I can give you that. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits and 2 runs. That next pitch in there for a strike. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 4 strikeouts, Imbro, and I don't know, he may not have walked anyone. In fact, I don't think he did. No walks. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strikes. 2 men down. 8-2 Pilots. Top of the 6th. Garcia looks in for the sign. Comes set. The 1-1 on the way. Pops it foul. Drifting out of play. Back behind the dugout down the first base line. Count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garcia rubs up the baseball. Hitting the count now. Stretch by Garcia, trying to keep the Reds off the board. Nice curveball that time as Wood reaches for it and gets a piece, fouls it away. Nice swing and just get a little piece, waste a pitch. Good pitch. Stretch by Garcia. 1-2. He's hit in the air, back behind second base, and Bartleman is there. And he makes the catch for out number 3 in short center field, and that'll end the inning and the threat. Reds put a couple of men on base on a walk and a hit batsman, but do not score. So at the end of 5.5, the Pilots continue leading the Capital City Reds from Ottawa by an 8-2 score. And you are listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.com.
Somewhere between birth and retirement, life happens. For everything in between, there's Nichols Financial Services. There to help you protect your family with auto, homeowners, recreational vehicle, life and commercial insurance products. Homegrown and part of your community. They have over 30 years experience. It's never too early to plan, protect, and save. Do it all with the people you can trust. Online at NicholsFinancialServices.com or stop by the office in Newark, Seneca Falls, and Sodus. Great rates, great service for a lifetime.
Magnum Auto Parts of Palmyra is your Napa Know-How Auto Parts store. Whether it's a part for your car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic, Magnum Auto Parts has the part. They also carry parts for your lawn and garden tractor. Magnum Auto Parts also makes hydraulic hoses. Stop in and pick up this month's flyer for specials of the month. Magnum Auto Parts, Route 31, West Palmyra. 315-597-4854. That's 315-597-4854.
And we are back live from Colburn Park, Newark, New York. Holiday baseball here. The Pilots at home against the Ottawa Capital City Reds. Ottawa, Canada, exhibition baseball, leading 8-2. Pilots have had it all their way so far. Top of the order, leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nick Wegman, Anthony Spina, Charlie Zabriskie, and Cooper Bellier, who came in for James Baird. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Wegman leading it off, left-handed hitter for the Pilots. Takes a good fastball by Thomas Dillon. Dillon has come on in relief of Travis Bigelow and has done a nice job. Next pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1, 1-1. The only inning the Pilots have not scored was the 2nd inning. And as it turned out, that was the only inning. They had 3 up and 3 down, did not put a base runner on it anyway. So the count is 1-2. Here in the 6th, 8-2 Newark. And the next pitch, it's foul tip but held on to by Jake Halbrick. And that'll be the first out here for the Pilots in the 6th. goes as a strikeout, and the right fielder, Anthony Spina. Spina's distinguished himself tonight with a fine running catch up against the wall in right center field to save an extra base hit and definite runs. And he's also looked more sharp than in most recent games. Single, and he scored a run in the first, rounded out 5-4 of fielder's choice in the second, and in the fourth grounded out 6-3, but hit the ball hard. Another line drive that could get under the glove. No, it's speared by the first baseman Fitzgerald, and let's see now, did he beat the throw to the pitcher? Dylan, I don't know, did we get a call on that? He called him safe, so Anthony Spina is going to get credit for an infield hit. Fitzgerald, he caught it on a short hop. There's no question about that. And held the glove up. I guess he wanted to get a call like he had made the catch, a line drive out, but that cost him valuable time and allowed Spina to beat the throw just by a whisker at first base. Well, thank you very kindly. Well, how do you... So apparently Spina did not beat it out?
The guy signaled safe over there.
Yeah, confusing sign from the umpire. I'm just going by the official score, who called it base hit. And not there. Now, let's see. He was off the bag on that play. All right, so that'll have to be a throwing error, but Spina was grounded out 3-1. So there you go. Was not a infield hit at all. So let's just let that one float back as water. Water over the bridge, or under the bridge, over the dam, right? All right, so with 2 men down, Zabrisky's on at first base, reaching on the air. And who gets credit for the error? Second baseman Marcellus. Another one hopper to Marcellus by Cooper Bellier. And that'll retire the side 4-3. So no runs, no hits, a base runner, an error on the Reds, and 1 runner left. So the Pilots do not score in the 6th, but they lead 8-2 as we head into the 7th inning of play at Colburn Park. And you're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK and online at NewarkPilots.tv.
This is your love and reminder to try McDonald's new sirloin 3rd pound burgers made with juicy 100% North
Who's the new pitcher out there?
They're only here for a limited time, and if you miss out, you'll never know how incredibly delicious they taste, just like you'll never know how incredible it is to read people's minds. Oh, I'm hungry. Or see the inside of the refrigerator after you shut the door. Dark. Don't miss the sirloin 3rd pound burgers at McDonald's. Better enjoy this lovin' while it lasts. At participating McDonald's, a fresh brewed sweet tea from McDonald's gives you sweet relief when you need it most. Like when you're on a deadline, and your email keeps dinging, and your work phone keeps ringing, and your cell phone keeps buzzing. But your sweet tea is refreshing, so you're working and smiling and sipping, while you're typing and talking and texting, all at the same time. Get sweet relief with McDonald's sweet tea. Grab a large for just $1. That's more lovin' for less at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price participation may vary. Card only.
And we are back live from Colburn Park in Newark, New York, where the Pilots lead the Cap City Reds from Ottawa, Canada, 8-2, as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. Pilots have had it all their way for the most part and have a commanding lead. A new pitcher is warming up now for Newark. Garcia goes 1 inning of play, and he didn't give up a hit. He walked 1, hit a batter, no runs scored, so his line is complete. Did not strike out any, and just that 1 walk, so he's got a fairly clean record. And the new pitcher is Brian Dudek.
Pinch hitter.
We got there. I can't read that. Oh, Alex Getting a pinch hitter for the Reds, but the new pitcher for the Pilots is Brian Dudek. Brian Dudek is from the Buffalo area, Cheektowaga, and goes to the University of Buffalo, but he's a regular starting position player, or he'll come on and play it short for defensive purposes, maybe second base. But he's getting a chance to pitch tonight. In his first pitch to the Reds, a pinch hitter is high for a ball. Mac Edwards, the DH, is giving way to Alex Asselin. Or is it Asselin? How do you pronounce that? Asselin? Alex Asselin is the pinch hitter. Left-handed hitter crowding the plate. That's a strike, no doubt. 2 balls and a strike. Nice pitch by Dudek. 2-1 the count. Just getting underway here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch is lined into left field. It'll drop for a base hit, and Gorman can't cut it off as it rolls back toward the wall. So that's going to be a double for pinch hitter Asselin. As he's in second base, I'm surprised Gorman did not. They took kind of a circuitous route toward the baseball and did not cut it off. So that allowed Asselin to get to second base for a 2-base hit to start things off here in the top of the 7th inning. Max Champagne now steps in. Champagne, the right fielder for the Reds. Right-handed hitter as Asselin leads off second. Dudek's pitch, curveball drops in. Strike 1. Brian Dudek getting a little work as a pitcher tonight. Throws the ball hard, doesn't he? Yes, he does, as the next pitch is in for strike 2, right across the heart of the plate. So Dudek not only looking sharp, looking like a pitcher, but pitching like a pitcher. Mixing things up on the mound. He's got an 0-2 count. Pitch a little bit high. Quick throw to second base by Bellier, and they got him. They got him.
Nice throw, Cooper.
So Bellier firing the ball unexpectedly down to second base and getting the leadoff hitter, Alex Asselin, who had doubled, leaning just a little bit the wrong way. So score that one 2-6, and that'll be out number 1. It's worked that way, that well for the Pilots in this game. Bouncing ball to Bartleman now at second base. And he makes the easy play for out number 2 on the ground out 4-3 to get Max Champagne now back to the top of the order for the Reds. And getting cut down at second base after a leadoff double has to break the spirit a little bit of the Reds. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Duncan Watt steps in. Watt is 1 for 3 tonight. Ball bounces in front of Bellier, and then he picks it up. Taken for ball 1. Watt grounded out 6-3 in the first, struck out looking in the third. And in the 5th, he singled, stole second, but was left stranded at second base. 1-0 pitch outside, missed by a little. But could have been called a strike, I suppose. Some thought it was. It's 2-1. Or 2-0, I should say. Next pitch hit on the ground to Bartleman. Makes the play cleanly and throws him out. Nick Wegman at first. Right there for out number 3. 4-3, score that. And ending the 7th inning for the Reds with no runs. They had the double. But a hell of a throw by Cooper Bellier in relief. You know, Bellier hasn't played since the spring behind home plate. First game with the Pilots, exhibition game. He played for Chris Haynes as coach, but went to Ithaca. And having a chance with his eligibility gone, couldn't play for the Pilots this year, would have loved to, but now he gets a shot to play in the exhibition game, and boom. Makes a fantastic put out. We're at the 7th inning stretch, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 7th Pilots leading 8-2. You're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.tv.
This is your love and reminder to try McDonald's new sirloin third-pound burgers, made with juicy 100% North American sirloin and premium ingredients. But they're only here for a limited time, and if you miss out, you'll never know how incredibly delicious they taste, just like you'll never know how incredible it is to read people's minds. Oh, I'm hungry. Or see the inside of the refrigerator after you shut the door. Dark. Don't miss the sirloin third-pound burgers at McDonald's. Better enjoy this lovin' while it lasts. At participating McDonald's, a fresh brewed sweet tea from McDonald's gives you sweet relief when you need it most. Like when you're on a deadline, and your email keeps dinging, and your work phone keeps ringing, and your cell phone keeps buzzing, but your sweet tea is refreshing. So you're working and smiling and sipping, while you're typing and talking and texting, all at the same time. Get sweet relief with McDonald's sweet tea. Grab a large for just $1. That's more lovin' for less at McDonald's.
There's a nice throw by
Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only.
Who did he coach? Chris Hicks coached it, didn't he? He played for Haynes, though, didn't he? Did you tell me?
No.
Cooper didn't play for Haynes?
No. Haynes says he knows.
Did you say he played for Haynes? How does he know Haynes? How did he get a chance? Huh?
Cooper's an intern. Here. Cooper works here.
I know he works here, but how does he know? How did he get to play?
Haynes because they work here. They work.
Oh, he only knows Chris Haynes from working here.
I mean, Cooper played against Haynes when, they played against each other when he was at Ithaca.
Oh, they played against each other, so he knows who he is. Well, a little personal tete-a-tete here in the press booth. All righty. We are ready to go in the bottom of the 7th inning here on a July 4th. Just a gorgeous day. There was a 60% chance of rain today. And, man, it was just like, hey, not today, folks. We're going to have a beautiful day, and everyone's going to enjoy themselves. And certainly here at the ballpark, everyone feeling good. Bottom of the 7th inning, 8-2. The Pilots, the homeboys, are on top, and Corey Lurch to lead it off for Newark. New pitcher for the Reds, as Thomas Dillon works 2 1/3 innings. And now it's Jordan Havakis, right-hander. Next pitch is in there, strike one call. So Corey Lurch tonight, singled in the first, flied out to right in the third, and was hit by a pitch. And then he advanced to second, I believe on a pass ball, 2 pass balls in a row to got him to third, and he scored a run. So, next pitch swung and a miss, strike 3. All right. So Lurch down on strikes for out number 1, and Frankie Gregoire. Gregoire. It's one of those tongue twister type names. Gregoire. Ugh. All right, Frankie takes high, but high in the strike zone for strike 1. Right-hander Gregoire, the center fielder tonight for Newark. Pitch. That one is a little bit high, though it appeared to be in the very same zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, fastball, swings right through it, it appeared. Gregoire now down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyle Bartleman on deck. 1 down. Next pitch. Yeah, that made it about, 59 and a half feet, I'd say. Yeah. 59 and a half feet and 5 feet outside the plate. So, not really close. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just a bit outside. 2-2, 1 out, the pitch. Outside, ball 3, 3-2 the count. Gregoire working the count in his favor. Looks like the Pilots will have a pinch hitter for Bartleman. Mark Martin is swinging a bat in the on-deck circle. Ground ball under the glove. And I must say, by the third baseman, Ole. As it got under the glove of the Reds third baseman, Mike Wood, and rolled out into left field, I would imagine that's an error. So Frankie Gregoire is on at first base on the E5, third baseman. Gregoire had walked, he tripled and knocked in a run, scored a run in the third, struck out, and now the E. So tonight he is, 1 out of 3. And here is Mark Martin pinch hitting for Kyle Bartleman. Bartleman, second base. I don't know if Mark Martin will stay in the game or just come up in a pinch hit role here. Martin is the leading, or he was anyway, leading hitter for the Pilots in the regular season. Just double check on that for you. Takes a pitch out of the zone for strike one. Gregoire leads off at first base as the next pitch is fouled away. Yes, indeed. Martin is leading the Pilots by 1 percentage point over Cody Wiktorski at .362. So Martin, 21 hits and 58 at-bats, 5 doubles, 2 triples. He's also hit 2 home runs. Pitch is outside, ball 2-1. Gregoire leads at first base. 14 RBIs so far this year by Martin. He's walked 4 times and he struck out 17 times in 58 at-bats. Probably more than he'd like to. So the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Jordan Havakis is on the mound, another right-hander, bounces one in the dirt. And Gregoire stays at first base. So the count now is full at 3-2. Lurch struck out, and then Gregoire reached on an error. Now Mark Martin steps in. Pitch is popped in the air and into right field. And right there is the right fielder, Max Champagne, for the Reds. And he makes the catch for out number 2 on pinch hitter Martin. Now, none of these statistics, no matter what happens tonight, that goes in the official record book. This is an exhibition game. So say it's for funsies if you'd like, but these guys are taking it seriously, especially those who don't get much starting or much playing time. Gorman, line drive, will it get through? Nice play by the shortstop, throw to first, not in time. Gorman beats out the throw by the shortstop, Duncan Watt. Watt made a nice play on the ball over second base on the line drive by Gorman. The runners now at first and second with 2 men down. That's Gorman's second hit. So he's 2 for 4 tonight. And now Ryan Lynch. Lynch looking for his first base hit. Good chance to get it here. Good time for it, too. Pitches high inside. Ball 1. Pitcher for the Reds, Jordan Havakis. Looking to pitch his way out of the inning. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. As Lynch pulled his head on that one, pulled it badly and missed by a foot and a half. So the count is even at 1-1. That pitch is on the corner, strike 2, fastball, 1-2. 2 men out. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Newark Pilots leading the Capital City Reds of Ottawa, Canada, 8-2. Pitch is a little bit outside for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2.
No, Spina's was the other day.
Spina, Anthony had a birthday yesterday. 20 years old.
Who was the one today?
It's America's birthday.
It's America's, right?
Yes. All right. Full count, 2 men down. Ryan Lynch has worked the count in his favor. Here comes the full count pitch. Fouled away. It'll be down the third base line. So Lynch hangs in there at the plate. Runners on first and second. Something's not right here with the Pilots in this game. They haven't scored a run since the 5th inning. I mean, what's going on here? There's a pitch that's popped up, but I think that'll be out of play, and it is. Back behind the grandstand. Looks like a full grandstand on the first base line. Nice to see on a beautiful night for a ball game. And a holiday weekend to boot. So they stretch. 3-2 by Havakis. Line into right field. It is a fair ball, and that'll get all the way to the wall. That'll score both runs as they're off at the crack of the bat with 2 down. And man, look at Lynch race into third base without a throw. 2 RBI. His first hit of the night is a 3-bagger. And the Pilots have now reached double digits, leading the Capital City Reds of Ottawa, Canada, 10-2. And Lynch went with that pitch, right-handed stick, lined it to right field, hugging the line in fair territory all the way to the wall. And man, oh man, can he move. So he speeds into third, 10-2 now, a 2-out triple. Scoring a pair of Pilots. Top of the order with Nick Wegman. Wegman's got a couple of hits tonight. Scored a couple of runs. Stole a couple of bases. First base, left-handed hitter for the Pilots. Next pitch is high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men down. Looking for more now. The pitch. That's in. Letter high fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anthony Spina's in the on-deck circle, looking for an at-bat. Here's the next pitch. Called strike 3 as Wegman is caught looking at a pitch that looked like it might have been out of the strike zone, but the home plate umpire, Kevin Doherty, thought differently. That'll end the inning, but the Pilots do pick up a couple of more runs. They had 2 base hits, also an error, and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 7 innings of play, the Newark Pilots leading 10-2 over the Capital City Reds of Ottawa, Canada. You're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK and online at NewarkPilots.tv.
It's spring loan season at L&B. Time to turn your crash pad into a cash pad. Get a 15-year home equity loan with no closing costs for as low as 3.4% APR. Plus, with L&B, you'll enjoy the hometown advantage. Friendly, personalized service from financial specialists you can trust. Unlock your home's equity today. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com. Some restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Get the best price on lawn and garden supplies at the Walmart Garden Center at 31 in Newark. Whether maintaining your lawn and garden or entertaining guests out on the patio, Walmart's selection of lawn and garden equipment has got you covered. You'll find everything you need, including
And Jan is hitting, is he hitting?
Tools and accessories you'll need.
He's not going to hit.
Great selection of lawn and garden equipment and stock up on lawn and garden equipment and supplies at Walmart Supercenter, Route 31 Newark. Walmart, save money, live better.
All right, we are back live, heading into the top half of the 8th inning here at Colburn Park in Newark, New York, and what a gorgeous place to be on a beautiful night for baseball. Rains have stayed away. It was a good chance that thunder shower activity could be a problem, but we're not anywhere close to what the weather people were potentially calling for. But we go to the top of the 8th inning, a new pitcher for the Pilots. Ryan Dudek gets an inning of work, does well. And now another position player for the Pilots under normal circumstances is coming on to pitch, and that's in the person of Willie Yan. Yan, the third baseman, the regular starting third baseman, normally wears 1 on the back of his jersey. This time around as a pitcher, he's got the number 35. And it's not for nothing that he's pitching either. Yan, with a great arm at third base, shows it on the mound. He was a 2-time all-league pitcher in high school for his high school in Connecticut. He went to the high school in Sharon, Connecticut. possibly taking a reach here, Sharon High School. You think? Houstoniac High School? Shows what I know. Actually, what I don't know. So, Willie is throwing hard out there, but he's missing the plate. The count is 3-0 on the leadoff hitter here in the 8th. Manuel LaFlamme, the second baseman, now taking all the way on 3-0. That's in there for strike one call. So Jan showing comeback. Metal. Next pitch inside, low, close pitch, but call ball 4. So LaFlamme is on with a leadoff walk off Willie Jan. Jan, a right-hander. And that'll bring up the third hitter in the lineup for the Reds, Jake Harbrook. Harbrook is, let's see, 1 for 3. Actually, he was hit by a pitch, right? So he's 1 for 2 and scored a run. Takes a pitch high. So Willie Young comes on and gets behind in the count to the first two hitters he's faced. His 1-0 pitch is hit in the air at right field, and on the run is the center fielder to pick it up. And Gregoire has it. Now he fumbles around with the ball, and a run will score as Marcellus scores the third run for the Reds. And Harbrook gets credit, I believe, for a triple, but maybe we're going to get an error somewhere mixed in.
It bounced off the wall, that's why he was right back in.
What did he do, misplay it off the wall?
It just hit the wall and came right in past him.
So he missed the ball when it bounced off the wall, right? All right, so it's a triple and an RBI for Jake Harbrook, and now Austin Marcellus steps in. Wait a minute. Yes, it is Austin Marcellus. Okay, all right. 0-1 the count. The pitch. That's in there. Strike two call. So Jan now coming back, getting a hit in the count. Marcellus from the left side, second baseman, 0 for 3 tonight. Wind up by Jan, and it bounces in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. 10-3 score here in the top of the 8th inning. Pilots on top. On deck is Connor Fitzgerald, then John DeForest. Scheduled to hit here in the top of the 8th for Cap City. The next pitch in there. Strike 3. You're out. All right, so with the bat on his shoulder, Marcellus is called out on strikes. Big first out here in the top half of the 8th inning. Willie Young showing that stellar pitching effort that earned him a couple successive all-league honors while in high school. Houstonic, right?
Vincent Hammond.
Pinch hitter Vincent Hammond. Fireworks going off in the distance.
We'll find out when they go on defense.
So for Connor Fitzgerald. Vince Hammond is the pinch hitter. Hammond is a left-handed hitter.
Come on, Willie.
Willie Jan on the mound with a runner aboard third. Like to keep him there. Pitch is outside. It's 2-0 now on pinch hitter Hammond. Connor Fitzgerald had been up 3 times. Reached on a walk, a single, and a strikeout. 1 for 2. Slow roller to shortstop. Double pump by the shortstop, Ryan Lynch. But he gets it over to Wegman in time for the second out. Pilots glad to trade an out for a run there. So there are 2 men out. Another run is in for the Reds. Now 10-3 Newark. And here's John DeForest. John DeForest has singled in 3 times up. Got the base hit back in the second inning. Grounded out 6-3 in the 4th. And then popped out to the second baseman. in the 6th. So 1 for 3. Time has been called as looks like the pitching coach for the Pilots. Nolan Driscoll is out to talk with Willie on. What do you think they might be talking about here with a 10-3 lead, 2 men down, runner on, or no runners on actually? I mean, what would they be talking about? Just throw strikes? Let's get out of here kind of thing. Bouncing ball in the hole, crisp single on the first pitch by Yon to DeForest. Ripped into left, so 2-out single.
Third baseman, number 1, Mike.
Probably said, Willie, throw strikes. So what Willie did was throw a strike, and the hitter wrapped it in the hole for a base hit. Sometimes they go where they ain't. So the Reds have a runner on first with 2 down, and the hitter is third baseman Mike Wood. Swings and misses, strike 1. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Might have been a ball, but Wood was biting on it, so no balls and a strike. 2 men down. Pilots up by 7 runs here in the top of the 8th inning. They lead 10-3, exhibition baseball at Colburn Park. One hopper kept in front by Cooper Bellier.
Nice stop, Coop.
Cooper playing a fine catcher tonight, coming on in relief for James Bayer and doing a heck of a job. He's throwing out a base runner for the Pilots. Time has been called by Wood, the hitter. Runner on first, 2 down. 1-1 the count. Mike Wood, the third baseman for the Reds. Next pitch by Jan, hit to center field. Let's see, yes indeed, right there is Gregoire. And he pounds the glove and puts it away to retire the side. And the Cap City Reds in the 8th pick up a couple more runs. They had 2 base hits and a runner left. And at the end of 7.5, it's 10-4. Newark over Cap City. We'll be back with the bottom of the 8th. You are listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.com.
At Tradition Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC and Tradition Chevrolet Buick, we know trust isn't given, it's earned. That's why we will do whatever it takes to earn your trust. You can trust in our tradition of total customer satisfaction and saving you thousands. And now you get more than ever before with the Tradition difference, including our price match guarantee, plus reimbursement for towing, emergency roadside assistance, tire replacement, and so much more. Trust in the Tradition difference today at Tradition Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC and Tradition Chevrolet Buick.
This new Colburn Automotive Supply, your participating Napa Auto Parts store, is jam-packed with savings. Just $1.99 gets you the Scott shop towels on a roll, a 12-ounce bottle of Max Concentrated Injector Cleaner, or a 12-ounce can of Max Carb, Choke, and Throttle Body Cleaner. All just $1.99 each. Plus, Dad with Thumb and Evercraft 30-piece quarter-inch and 3/8-inch drive socket set. It's on sale for just $17.99. Stop by Colburn Automotive Supply in Newark or Lyons today. Never know how.
And we are back for the bottom half of the 8th inning, live from Colburn Park tonight. Fabulous night, fabulous place to play baseball, and the hometown team is leading by a 10-4 count. 10-4, bottom of the 8th, and Anthony Spina to lead it off, followed by Charlie Zabriskie, and then Cooper Bellier came on for James Bayer. Pitching for the Cap City Reds is Jordan Havicus. Pitches high for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Next pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. Line single on a rope by Spina. He's not staying put at first base as he sprawls into second. And a throw allowing Spina to get to third now as left fielder must have thrown it away.
Let's make some noise. We have a runner on third. Up
for Spina. Not sure he would have been called safe at second base, though. Had that been a good throw, he would have been out by 20 feet, maybe, huh? But too close to call in this case. All right, so Anthony Spina with a double and reaching to third base on the air on a throw by the left fielder. Official scores last word. And Spina's coming out of the ball game. Logan harassed the pitchers on to run for Spina. So Spina out of the ball game with a couple of hits tonight. 2 for 5 actually on the night. Pitch is high inside, ball 3. Cooper Bellier looking to knock in that little duck over there on third base. Pick him up. Here's the pitch. Foul tip held on to. Strike 2. There's Halbrick. 3-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. Nice change of pace by Havakis. So that's the first out of the inning. Here in the Here in the 8th inning. Zabriskie is down on strikes. That'll bring up Cooper Bellier. Which is high, ball 1 on a fastball. 10-4, Pilots lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Big 6-spot lead. Here's the next pitch. Line drive, right field, and it is a fair ball. No, it's a foul ball. Wow, that was mighty close. Yeah, must have been foul by less than a foot. Sorry about that. So Bellier with a quick 1-1 count on him. Jordan Havakis escaped damage there. That would have scored a run easily. The next pitch is low outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Bellier followed by Corey Lurch. The on-deck circle, actually, yep, that would be Corey, number 21. 3-1 the count now. With 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the wind and the pitch by Havakis. Foul back on the screen as Bellier just missed on that one. Now he's got a full count. 1 down, looking to knock in that run from third base. Big lead by the Pilots, nevertheless. Next pitch. Swings and misses. High fastball, cut on and missed. 2 away now. Second strikeout of the inning for Jordan Havakis. Here's Corey Lurch. Lurch, the third baseman tonight. Corey, right-handed hitter, is 1 out of 1, 2, 3. 1 for 3, and he was hit by a pitch. So that'll be it, actually, for Jordan Havakis as they bring out a relief pitcher for the Reds, Travis Bigelow. That can't be. Guys, they got number 11 on him, doesn't he? No, 17 it looks like. Okay. Armand Lacani. Armand Lacani.
Number 17, Armand
Lacani. Lacani. Armin Lacani. No, he's from Ireland. Come on. Just an Irish lad. Irish lad, me boy. Alrighty, bottom of the 8th inning with 2 men down and a runner aboard third. Pinch runner Logan harassed it. And the Pilots have Corey Lurch at the plate. We'll be back. You know, you are listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK, online at NewarkPilots.com.
Pizzeria in Newark has great Combo Specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at NewarkPilots.tv. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria!
One Ford F-Series truck is sold every 42 seconds, and that's how long it takes a new one to get put to work. Right now, Concord Ford has the best deals on all remaining 2014 Ford trucks, including factory rebates of up to $5,750 on Ford F-150s. Test drive the all-new aluminum body 2015 Ford trucks, or if you're hungry for fun, see the head-turning, heart-pounding new Mustang GTs. Available now at Concord Ford, Route 31 in Newark, where you'll always get that nice calm confidence.
And we are back just in time for the relief pitcher for the Cap City Reds, Armand Lacani, right-handed pitcher. All righties tonight for Cap City. His first pitch to Lurch is swung on, foul tip at the plate. Might have got a little piece of the catcher, Jake Albrick. He has his mask off now. Umpire Kevin Doherty walks the ball out to Lacani, giving Halbrick a chance to regroup behind the plate. 0-1 the count, 2 men down. Bottom of the 8th inning, 10-4. The Pilots lead over the Reds. The 0-1 is lined fair down the left field line. That'll score the run. And on his way to second base with a stand-up two-base hit is Corey Lurch. And give him the RBI. So it's now 11-4. Yes, it's not over yet for the Pilots as far as their run scoring. And a pinch runner, or nope, Corey Lurch is giving his batting gloves to the first base coach. And looks like we have a pinch hitter for the Pilots, Brett Viola. Little sweet music here at the plate, eh? Left-handed hitter Viola is pinch hitting for Gregoire, Frankie Gregoire. Gregoire tonight, center fielder, had, let's see, 1 hit in 3 times up. He also walked. Gregoire had a RBI, a couple of runs scored. Now let's see what Viola can do. Soft ground ball hit to Marcellus at second base, who fires first in time for out number 3. But the Pilots pick up another run as they leave 1 base runner on. 2 hits, both doubles in the inning. And at the end of 8 full innings of play, heading to the 9th, Newark 11, Capital City Reds of Ottawa, Canada 4. Stick around. You're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK and online at NewarkPilots.com.
What's the hometown advantage? A better banking experience. Banking doesn't have to feel like a hassle. At LNB, you get friendly, personalized service from local financial experts with no trust. Plus, the convenience of LNB's online and mobile banking means you can bank anywhere, anytime. Bank with LNB and discover your hometown advantage. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
Leslie?
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli.
Wholesale changes we talking here?
Pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your
Who's out right?
Order online at Mark'sPizzeria.com. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta.
Is that the only change in the field?
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Corey Lurch at third.
So, what is it? Vinny Martin's in right. Cross center.
We are back live. Some wholesale changes, at least one change, I guess, right? Out in right field. Vinny Martin is out in right field to replace Anthony Spina. Pitcher, ironic here, a pitcher pinch ran for Spina. Now a pitcher goes out to play right field for Spina. So First pitch to the leadoff hitter by new pitcher Nolan Driscoll. Left-handed hurler for the Pilots here in the ninth is a strike. Next pitch is a little bit somewhere, but not in the zone, so it's ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex Asselin is the Reds hitter, by the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes as he lashes one foul outside of third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top half of the ninth inning. Pilots up by 7 big runs. They lead 11-4 and have had things all their way all game long and just cruising along right now into the ninth. 2-2 pitch on the way, fouled away, back on the screen. Holds the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Max Champagne on deck for the Cap City Reds. Pilots have had their hitting shoes on tonight, there's no doubt about it. 13 hits altogether. Little roller down the third baseline, picked up by Lurch. He has trouble getting it out of his glove. He decides to throw and throws it away, and that'll allow Asselin to get down to second base on the wild throw by Corey Lurch. Not the normal third baseman, I'd say the regular third baseman for the Pilots. Should have just held on to the ball. Once he had trouble getting it out of his glove, he had no chance at getting Asselin at first base. Should have just said, all right, I'll eat this one, and kept the runner at first base. But Asselin is allowed to go to second. Asselin would get a base hit on that and reach second base on the throwing error. That would be E5. So with nobody out, number 9 hitter Max Champagne steps in. Right-handed hitter takes way high by Nolan Driscoll, the lefty hurling reliever. The fifth relief pitcher now for the Pilots. 1-0 pitch, swings and misses. Good fastball that time by Driscoll. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Stretch by Driscoll. Here's 1-1. Is popped high in the air in the infield. Second baseman is calling for it for the Pilots.
Next to the Reds, the top of the order.
And that would be Mark Martin, who came in to play second base for Bartleman. And he puts it away for out number 1. So the big first out here in the ninth. Little pop out to the second baseman. Top of the order now with Duncan Watt. Watt, the shortstop, is 1 for 4 tonight. Singled and stole second base in the 5th. Otherwise, he has not reached base. Chris Haynes is out on the mound now. Let's see, is he making a change? Yep. Haynes has decided that he's seen enough of Driscoll, and he's going to keep this pitching merry-go-round going round. Who's he bringing on? So I guess we'll be waiting for a little bit, and while we do so, just a quick reminder that coming up after the ball game, stick around for the Concord Ford Player of the Game, and also Nichols numbers, as we'll have line scores coming up at the end of tonight's ball game. So when we come back, we'll have the new pitcher. You're listening to Hometown Sports at 1420 WACK and online at NewarkPilots.com.
From the restaurant you finally opened, to the fleet of tractor trailers that put food on the table, and the home that you live in, there are many things in life worth protecting. At Market Alternatives, we offer personal and commercial insurance as well as risk management services, so you can feel confident protecting everything that you love. With over 39 years of experience and access to just about any insurance carrier, Market Alternatives is a hometown agency with nationwide capabilities that can insure just about anything you can imagine. Our policies are written specifically for you, so you're getting the customized coverage you need without any additional costs.
We've been with Market Alternatives for 20 years. They handle our insurance for our truck fleet. very prompt in getting back to me. I would strongly recommend them to anyone that is looking for insurance needs.
Request a quote online or call us today at Market Alternatives, striving to meet the changing needs of our customers.
Call Larry DePaul at Market Alternatives 331-3401.
And we are back. Kevin Biondic, the new pitcher for the Pilots. Biondic, right-hander. Biondic is the regular first baseman for the Pilots, so he's getting a shot here to pitch in this exhibition match. Line drive, base hit up the middle, is going to score a run, and that will be the 5th Reds run. With one down, throw in is airmailed over the head of the catcher for the Pilots, so that'll allow the leadoff hitter Watt to get down to second base. I don't know why that ball came in like that, but that thing was up in the air about 30 feet. Gee whiz, come on now, guys.
And I have no idea who's playing in the field right now for us. Like anywhere.
So there's one away. A run is in. 11-5 is the score. And Manuel Laflamme is in now to hit for the Reds. Center fielder. He's 0 for 3 tonight. A walk and a run scored his last time. Left-handed hitter takes in for strike one. 1 ball and a strike. Kevin Biondic, position player, regular season for the Pilots. They try to get his little pitching fix here for the Pilots. The next pitch misses. Ball 2. 2-1. 2-1 the count. With one down. Stretch by Biondic and his pitch. That's in there for call strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Get it out here, and that pretty much seal things up, I would think. But crazier things than this could have happened. Let's just say if the Reds decide they're going to rally here with all these, non-pitchers getting a chance to pitch. I wonder how the Red team feels about non-pitching pitchers pitching. Is that an insult, you think? Yeah, well, guess it doesn't make much difference. If they come up angry, they're still not doing anything with it. So Laflamme down on strikes. A swinging strike 3. 2 men down. Big 6-run lead. Runner on second base. And Jake Halbrick steps in. A couple of hits tonight. Triple and a double. Reached by getting hit by a pitch. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Also struck out. Halbrick, really, I'd say, leading hitter tonight for the Cap City Reds. Curveball is on the outside corner. That one was questionable. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Home plate umpire Kevin Doherty probably figuring, well, let's not be too fine. There's a high pop foul, but that'll get out of play, sailing behind home plate. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the fireworks in Newark are going off in the distance. Fortunately, you can't see anything, but here's the next pitch. Bouncing ball hit hard down the third baseline, but foul. Count holds at 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 the count, 2 down. Pilots up, 11-5, top of the 9th. Biondic going to try to end it right here. The stretch and the 1-2. Fouled away. As Halbrick hangs in tough, wasting some nice pitches here. Biondic can bring the ball pretty well. And it looks like his control is pretty well too. So, doing fine at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stretch by Biondic. Here's the 1-2. I think he went. He did. Nope. Yes. No. Yes. He did. He's out. That'll be it. The game is over. And that'll be a swinging strike 3 in the scorebook. The Capital City Reds from Ottawa, Canada, get another run. They leave a base runner. They had 2 base hits in the 9th. And the final score here at Colburn Park, 11-5. Home team wins. We'll be back to do the wrap. The Concord Ford player of the game, the Nichols numbers inside, and your hometown sports station at 1420 WACK and online at NewarkPilots.tv.
This is your loving reminder to try McDonald's new sirloin third pound burgers, made with juicy 100% North American sirloin and premium ingredients. But they're only here for a limited time, and if you miss out, you'll never know how incredibly delicious they taste. Just like you'll never know how incredible it is to read people's minds. I'm hungry. Or see the inside of the refrigerator after you shut the door. Dark. Don't miss the sirloin third pound burgers at McDonald's. Better enjoy this lovin' while it lasts. At participating McDonald's. A fresh brewed sweet tea from McDonald's gives you sweet relief when you need it most. Like when you're on a deadline and your email keeps dinging and your work phone keeps ringing and your cell phone keeps buzzing. But your sweet tea's refreshing, so you're working and smiling and sipping while you're typing and talking and texting all at the same time. Get sweet relief with McDonald's sweet tea. Grab a large for just $1. That's more lovin' for less at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary.
Is that the interrupted game?
Yeah, the first game.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that one got rained out after the 3rd inning or something, right? Yeah. All right, who's the player of the game, boys? What do you think, Tom? Yeah, he scored 3 runs. Charlie Zabriskie.
2 for 3, 4 RBIs, 3 runs.
You got him 2 for 3?
Yeah, this is wrong.
No, wait a minute. I got him 1, 2. I got him 2 for 4. All right, we are back, of course, kibitzing here, deciding who will be the Concord Ford player of the game. Pilots winning 11-5. We'll have the line score in a second, but looks like we're going to go with Charlie Zabriskie, who is the designated hitter tonight for the Newark Pilots. He was up to the plate 5 times, but with the walk, that does not count as an at-bat. So overall, he had 2 hits and 4 times up, scored 3 runs. He stole a base, had 4 RBIs. His 2 hits were a triple and a home run. So I think without much kibitzing, really, Charlie Zabriskie is the Concord Ford player of the game, and deservedly so. As for the Nichols numbers, brought to you by Nichols Financial Services and Newark, Waterloo, and Sodas. For the visiting Capital City Reds from Ottawa, Ontario Province, Canada, 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors. The Newark Pilots, 11 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error. And Imbro would get credit for going 5. He gets credit for the victory. So, way to go, Pilots. Playing hard, getting a lot of players in the game tonight. So that's going to help down the road, especially as the doubleheaders will help too. You get more playing time for some of the role players, and as the Pilots near the playoffs and so on, that kind of experience, game action, that'll come in handy. Especially if any injuries are needed, you need replacements defensively, this and that. It's always good to have players who have some playing time under the belt. So a game like this has to help. It's not a useless game because it doesn't count in the record books. And that would prove it here tonight. A lot of players getting playing time. A lot of the regular starters didn't play, as a matter of fact. Cody Wiktorski jumps out. Michael Lanza didn't play tonight. A few others. But the next home game for the Pilots will be on Monday. Tomorrow, the Pilots travel and will be in Amsterdam to take on the East Division leading Amsterdam Mohawks, 3-time defending champion. We've all heard about it. They're 20-6 on the season, just 6 games. My God, they just run away from things, and they do it so well. So the Pilots have that to deal with. And then they bounce back with a doubleheader, the completion of a rained-out game, a suspended game. And that'll be coming up, I believe, at 5:05 on Monday. And then that'll be followed by the regular game scheduled for this Monday against the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. So I'm Mike Ward. I thank you for joining us. Be safe, be well, and enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, everybody. Be talking with you soon.